Hi, this is Kevin Degnan, and this is a video to help you use the new SLO data collection spreadsheets that you will have received by email. So when you first open the file, you'll find that the text-based instructions here, and these will walk you through the whole process, but maybe sometimes we don't read that, and we need to have a visual guide to help us follow. So once we first go through, you'll see that you have the text-based instructions, the course SLOs for your course, and the assessment method, assuming there is one assessment method for all SLOs. If there are multiple assessment methods for each SLO, those will also be listed here. So first, check to make sure that your roster is correct. This will be pulled from the system that should have your most current roster on it. I appear to be very lucky here and have only 9 students. So the way that we're using this spreadsheet is entering 1 or 0 for yes or no, whether the SLO was acceptable or not. Whether it was met, if it was met, you put in a 1. If it was not met, you put in a 0. So you can actually enter that in by clicking on the cell there next to the appropriate student's name and select the number from a drop-down menu, or you can simply enter it with your keyboard. So I've actually gone through that. We'll do that for each of my students here who totally have real names. We are also recording the assessment method grade and the final course grade. Here we have F equaling 0, D equaling 1, C equals 2, B equals 3, and A equals 4. So let's enter in that material. And so here we go. So once you've entered in the SLO data and the assessment method grade and the final course grade. And again, the assessment method grade is what they actually received on the assignment that you're using to collect the SLO data. So we scroll down, and you'll see that the totals have already been added up. You've got the total number of, the total for success in for each SLO and the kind of grade total. Don't worry about interpreting these numbers. That'll be done by the course lead. But all the math is already kind of done for you. The next thing to do would be to scroll down, and we do have these required fields. And these are asking you a brief question, just kind of why you believe students did or did not succeed in meeting each individual SLO. This will really help the people who are putting together the SLO report at the end of the semester, so they get input from everyone who taught the course. So if you could just enter in a few words about this. So we'll say for SLO 1, it looks like that was the one that had the highest score here. We can see that total. That was 9. So I'll say students did well on SLO 1 because we spent the most time working on it in class. You might want to say something more substantial than just that, but I'm hoping you kind of get the idea. And that once you go through that field will change from red to white, indicating that you've entered an acceptable, you've entered in something. So let's see, student SLO 2, students did and it looks like actually it'll bring up your previous response. Okay on this SLO because its skills were heavily emphasized in the text we were using. And that goes to white. And then, so then the final one, this was the lowest scoring SLO because students had a very challenging time. And this SLO 3 is the organization and grammar. So we'll say challenging time editing their work for common things like sentence errors. So we'll say that. So once you're done, click Save, and then you'll want to send that back to myself, Kevin Degnan, or Sarah Leinen. Actually, that is not correct. Make sure that you send your work back to Sarah Leinen at sleinen@elcamino.edu, and she will tally everything up. And that's it. You are done with the SLO spreadsheet. All right. But if you do have any questions, feel free to contact myself, Kevin Degnan, at kdegnan@elcamino.edu, or and Ria Lewitsky at rlewitsky@elcamino.edu. And Sarah is also happy to answer your questions as well. Thank you.